All right, everybody. In this video, we'll talk about writing ionic compound formulas. Compounds are formed between metals and non-metals. Somebody from the metals and somebody from the non-metals. That makes an ionic compound. So that means I have some positive ions from here and the negative ions from here. So the purpose of writing a formula is that I can put the elements together with no charges on them. Okay, I need to balance it out. So the charge for the formula should be zero. So we have talked about how to collect the oxidation numbers. Let's see if I can draw one more time a small one that has all the charges on it. So I have, let's give more space here. So group 1, 2, then I have 3 to 12, and then 13, 14. So what are the oxidation numbers for all these groups? The oxidation number here is +1, +2, +3, -1, -2, -3. This could be +4 or -4, and this is 0. So the purpose of writing an ionic compound formula is that I balance the charges. So cations, all of these are cations or positive ions. Okay, they're metals. Are written first, and non-metals, which are negative ions, are written second. So I'm going to crisscross, like barium is right here. Okay, so the charge for barium is +2 because barium is in group 2, and chlorine is right here. So the charge for chlorine is -1. So if charges are of course different, one is positive, one is negative. But if numbers are different, like 2 and 1, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to crisscross it to balance the charges. So 1 goes to barium, okay, and 2 goes to Cl. And you write it as a subscript, not a superscript. Okay, so we don't really write 1. So I can say it is BaCl2. Okay, I write barium 1, Cl2. If barium is +2, because again barium is right here, and let's say oxygen is -2. So if numbers are the same, 2 and 2, they cancel each other, and all you do is put the symbols together. So this is the formula for barium oxide. This is a formula for barium chloride. So all you're doing is you're crisscrossing the charges or the numbers. So magnesium is sitting right here. So magnesium charge is +2, okay, and oxygen is -2. So if the numbers are the same, they cancel each other. The formula is going to be MgO. There should be no charge on the final formula. No positive, okay, no negative. Please keep it in mind. If you crisscross a number, the number has to be written as a subscript. Okay, I don't want to see B BaCl2. I don't want to see BaCl2. So these are wrong ways of doing it. So let's do here. I have aluminum. Aluminum is sitting right here. So aluminum is +3 and oxygen is -2. So again, the numbers are different. So 2 goes to aluminum. Okay, so you get Al2, and 3 goes to oxygen. So Al2O3. Let's take sodium. So sodium is +1. Okay, and let's do nitrogen. Nitrogen is -3. So 3 goes to sodium, so it becomes Na3, and 1 goes to nitrogen, and I don't write 1. Okay, so 1 comes here, but you don't have to write 1. So let's do some practice. Sodium is +1, potassium is +1, this is +2, -1, -3, -2, -1, and -2. So these are their oxidation numbers. So sodium is +1 and chlorine is -1. If the numbers are the same, I just simply write the symbols together. You must understand that you write the positive and then the negative. Okay, you have to write positive and then the negative. Okay, it has to be a cation, and then it cannot be ClNa. Okay, then you have sodium positive. You have to write the positive and then the negative. And now you see that the numbers are different. So when the numbers are different, 3 goes to sodium, 1 comes to nitrogen. So it becomes Na3 and 1 goes to nitrogen. I don't have to write 1. Okay, it will just be Na3N. So next I have sodium positive 1. As I said, you have to write the positive and then negative. So again, numbers are different. So 2 goes to sodium, Na2, 1 goes to oxygen, and just O. All right. Next I have sodium positive 1 and iodine minus 1. So if numbers are the same, they cancel each other, and all I do is put the symbols together. Next I have is sodium positive 1 and sulfur minus 2. So again, numbers are different, so 2 goes to sodium. So it's Na2 and 1 goes to sulfur, and I don't write 1. So you have to complete this table where you have to crisscross the numbers. Okay, but keep it in mind that when you write the final formula, no matter which one you write, there should be no positive, no negative on it. See, I'm only bringing the number. I'm not writing -2 or +1 here, or +3 or -3. Should be no charges when you finish the formula. Okay. How do you name them? So the cations are named first, okay, because you're writing them first. The anions are named after. The cations don't change their name, okay. Cations don't change their name. So these are the cations. They don't change their name. The anions change the name to end with IDE. Okay, so the anion, name the anion second ending with IDE. So this is a cation, it's positive, this is negative. So this is K stands for potassium, and Cl stands for chlorine. So the negative, which is the chlorine, will turn into IDE, but the potassium will not change. So you will see that K is potassium and C is chlorine, so it will become chloride. So all the second half, which is negative, or the first half is all positive: potassium, calcium, aluminum, lithium. The positive or cations don't change their name, and the anions will all end with IDE. So if this is calcium, then I have calcium iodide. You know, in iodine will become iodide. Okay, then I have aluminum oxide. Then I have lithium sulfide. So all the anions will turn into IDE, but the cations, the positive ions, don't change their name. So go ahead and complete all the practice pages, and then we will move on to the next topic. Uh, that's about it.